Good afternoon, everyone. Today we will be doing Toro Timemaster dual force head gasket replacement. So, everything here has to come off. The muffler, this bracket, carburetor, cover, top shroud, starter mechanism, all has to come off. So, we're going to get started. Sorry if I move around a lot here. Setting up the old tripod. Oh yeah, this is my main shed. It needs straightening up after the winter, but yeah, I got everything here. Okay, so let's dig in. Start off by taking off the protector shroud here for the carburetor. And it's a 10 millimeter. How about that? I thought it was a 3/8. This side one's going to be smaller, of course. What size is that? I have 5/16. Set that off to the side. Okay. Take off the air cleaner assembly cover. Take off the top shroud, starter mechanism. Set that off to the side. This should just lift right off. Now the trick here is to get everything put back together correctly. Alrighty. That just gets you better access to what you got to do here, because everything here is attached right to the front of the head. It's easier to get this stuff off. Start with a clean slate. Just take it off enough to get access to the head. We'll take that off. Should be, look at this, everything's busted on the side. Half inch. Yeah, half inch. Sorry, I'm gonna get in the way here for a second. Of course. That's all right. We'll go to a deep dish for the next one. 5/16 for this. Get the shroud off. I'll bang that back into shape. This guy beats the crap out of his machine. Damn wind lately. It just rains and then wind. Terrible. Going to be a 12 millimeter for this one. And you have all the gaskets that go in between, which this one's kind of shot. Sorry about the wind if you're getting wind. Okay, so we're back. Now we got to take this off. That off to the side. Now see what I did there? See what I did there? See what that is? Yeah, see that comes off when you work on stuff, pate. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Now, let's get the spark plug out. Now I have this laid under here to catch the oil when I take this off. Everybody lifts it up in the front. You can do that. In fact, I might even think about doing that, but I don't have anything with me to hold it up, so we'll just go from there. Alrighty. That is 10 millimeter. Just take it off now because it's easier. The other two bolts were taken off when you took off the protective plate for the carburetor. And inside of there, a little bit of oil, and it's kind of dirty. I might do an oil change on this too. But there's nothing wrong with that gasket. Let's set it off to the side. Now this right here, these should be, well, where are they? 10 millimeter, okay. And no wonder this engine fails. Okay. Put it on 3. Nope, that ain't coming off. Where is it? There it is. Neither one of them are coming off. Okay. Do it the old-fashioned way. By hand. Okay. Okay. Now the sound it was making, the reason why it led me to believe that it was a blown head gasket is it would go, when you would pull it, it would go poof, 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 poof. Yes, that sound. Oh, So let's pull these out. And that led me to believe that it was a blown head gasket. Also, it wasn't starting either, so let's take this off, take that out. Yep, if you look right here, see where it's blown out right there? Yeah, blown head gasket. It always blows out there. In fact, one of the ones that I had, my own personal one, I had gotten it for 250 bucks because the person that owned it thought he blew it up. Well, it turned out that he ran it so long on a blown head gasket that the oil had gotten around this whole area here to bolt all 4 of them. And then after that, there was so much oil in there that actually got around the head bolts. And what it did was it isolated the head from the engine itself and made it so it made a no spark condition. That's right, there was so much oil on all 4 bolts that it made it so the spark plug wouldn't ground, therefore it wouldn't spark. Now what had happened is I took the spark plug out and I laid it up around this section here, and I had spark. I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I went and I put it back into the head and no spark. So then I figured out that it was so much oil around here that it actually isolated the head from the engine itself and created a no spark condition. But as you can see, there's the blown head gasket right there. So, you know, got the little placement guys here. Yeah, this engine is on its way out. You can see the oil. It's got a lot of scoring too inside of here. Oh well, typical Timemaster, right? All right, once I have this all cleaned up, I'll bring you right back. Now what I do, if you look, you can see where it blew out, right here. So I'll be cleaning this whole surface up, making it look new again. The same with this one here, making it all nice and clean. And then we'll be reassembling. Be right back. Now what I use a Dremel tool on one of those pencil devices to clean the heads. Does a much better job and less damage than if you scrape it with a razor blade. Okay, there's the head done. Get rid of all of it. Only took about 5 minutes. And there you go. That is all nice and clean. As you can see, get rid of all the problem over in this section over here where the blowout was. But it's all ready to go back together. So once that, I will show you. Let me sit you down over here. There you go. Now we will do that. Most important part on one of these, make sure these stay in place. Otherwise it will not be adjusted right. Okay, let's get the bolts out. These guys here to keep it in place. These little dudes right here. Now we're going to get the new gasket, the head gasket out, and that is 796475. Yeah, roughly around $8, depending on where you get it from. Yeah, don't get fooled. They also make one with a, let me show you. They also make one with a ring, a metal ring around this. Don't use that on this one. That's made for the snowblower version of this engine. Do not use that on this. Okay. Let's get these back on. There we go. Get in the right direction. It just goes right on over top of those replacement pins. Okay. I'm going to put one through. Let's see. I can only do 2 at a time. Yep, I think it flew across there. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Okay, we're going to put the exhaust back on again. Like I said, I have spare stuff around, so I got a non-bent up one. Better muffler. So now we're going to put that on. Okay. Put them on. There we go, nice and tight. Bend these little tabs back. There we go. All nice and back together. Put that back into place. Put the new cover on. It only has a space for the one bolt. So let's put the one bolt on. Okay. 5/16. Back. That aspect is back together again. Like I said, windy. The specs for these were just right, so I didn't bother to readjust them. They were fine. Put that on there. Okay. Right now, we're going to do a startup. Everything's been done on it, the head gasket, and I'll explain it all in a little bit. This thing's a beast. Okay. As you can see, head gasket is completely blown out. See? Completely blown out. Took a little while to get it off. I put a new muffler on it, or not a new muffler, but a new used muffler. I put a new muffler shroud on it, and then got everything put back together again. All it needed was a a new head gasket, and then I cleaned the carburetor out. I didn't show that, you know. There's tons of videos on how to clean out the carburetor. But all in all, Timemaster is a good machine. It's just very underpowered. I would like to put a 14 horsepower Vanguard on it, Briggs and Stratton engine. Then it would be plenty powerful. Might do that in an upcoming episode. We'll see. But thanks for joining me today, and hopefully the video turns out all right. Take care, everyone. Bye.